Good deal. Hey everybody, it's Alvin, also known as Co.Cav. Just hopping on today to do a on-demand live session with Oxana. Is that pronounced correctly?
Yeah, that is correct.
Good. I was afraid I was going to butcher that up, which I'm good at. But uh, Oxana represents IGMS, a short-term rental channel manager software that some of you may or may not be familiar with, but it's one of the major players, in my opinion, in the market. And my team over at Your Space, we've used quite a few channel managers over the last 2 years, and we finally migrated over to IGMS, where we've been for the better part of the last year or so. So the intent of today's session is really to allow Oxana to talk a little bit about their platform, how they're solving problems for the community, and I will interject as the conversation goes on with respect to questions. And if anyone has any questions pertaining to channel managers, different softwares that exist, how does one software differ from the other? Feel free to drop those questions in the chat, and we'll be sure to get back to them. But before I do go, I posted a video about a week or so ago talking a little bit about the new direction for this Facebook group rather. And yesterday we had a phenomenal video done by Carl, short-term rental marketing specialist, and that's exactly the intent and the spirit of the page going forward. So all of the various service providers, regardless if we're working with them or not, the intent is to create a team effort and a group concept where there's no one owner for the page, but they're moderators of subject matter experts that are going to identify issues that are permeating across the short-term rental community. And the intent is just to hop on in this community and go live, talk about the issues that are coming up, and let's just have a different discussion about them, whether it's a one-on-one live or a solo live. That's sort of the intent in the spirit of what we're doing here. So Oxana agreed to come on and talk a little bit about their products and service. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much for introduction, Alvin, and it's a pleasure to be here today. And let me please briefly tell about what IGMS is and how it can help hosts to handle their day-to-day short-term rental management tasks. And let me please share my screen. Just a moment. Okay, here it is. So first of all, I would like to start with what IGMS is. So IGMS is a vacation rental software that helps hosts to handle and automate day-to-day short-term rental management tasks via our website and mobile app. So we do have deep integration with major OTAs such as Airbnb, HomeAway, Vrbo, and Booking.com channels. And I also would like to mention that our founders, they are hosts themselves, and they have been in the hosting business for about 10 years already. And this background actually gives them a lot of insight into our customers' needs and values. And speaking about our core features, first of all, I would like to mention our channel manager. And this is essential and crucial in case if you are operating from 2 or more booking channels. And this would be really important to keep the availability synced across all the channels that you list your properties on. And another our core feature is our unified inbox. And as you all may know, that prompt communication is actually essential for creating a perfect guest experience. And within our inbox, you can communicate with the guests from Airbnb, Booking.com, and HomeAway Verbo channels. And actually, recently we have also added another feature. So now you can communicate with the guests who booked your property via your website, social networking page, or who just contacted you directly. And speaking about direct booking, so that's the feature that we launched just recently. And for now, you are able to create the manual reservations on IGMS. And moreover, you will be able to process the payments and send invoices to your guests via the Stripe online payment processing. So that's also possible with IGMS now. And the next, our important tool is cleaning and team management. So you can set up your cleaning team on IGMS, and you can automate cleaning tasks and cleaners assignment. And also, I would also like to mention today our upcoming feature that actually we are developing for one of our enterprise clients at the moment, but very soon it would be available for all our users. And this is agent assignment feature. So it will allow you automatically assign every inbound dialogue which is coming from any platform to the team member who is responsible for the guest communication. And they can also start the session, pause it anytime, and stop the session. So after they do it, all the unread threads will be automatically assigned to the team member who is the next one on the shift. And that's what I wanted to share regarding our latest updates and our crucial features. And thank you so much, Elvin, for giving me this opportunity.
My honor. So, quick question for you with regard to your platform, and obviously there are other channel managers that exist in the market. So, for example, you guys are now integrating direct booking, but not in a sense where you're providing a direct booking platform for hosts. Can you talk a little bit about how you all one see your competitors with respect to them offering a direct booking platform for hosts, and how that relates to what you all decided to do, where you allow the integration of, but not providing that direct service?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, at the moment, our developers are working on the website widget. So that's going to be a widget that you can insert to your already existing website. And the guests will be able to book via this widget. And of course, all the information will be synced with IGMS, and you will see all the conversations in the inbox, and all the calendar data will also be synced. So we are actually expecting the release already in a few weeks. So that's that feature is about to come very soon.
Awesome. Good to hear. So one other question that's burning the community. Airbnb recently changed the structure for a lot of hosts with the pricing fees. I know there was a blog post released, I think by IGMS or one of the other platforms, with respect to what that meant for hosts having to adjust to the 15%, and how the different platforms were adjusting to meet that. What can you explain what you guys are doing to help hosts understand better what that means for their business understanding? And I know it was implemented in Europe first before coming to the US.
Yes, for the US and Canada hosts, it's still possible to change this host fee. So this change did not affect them, at least yet. But speaking about European customers, so we are trying to keep up to date, and we recently released a really big article so regarding the new host fee structure and the explanation, so how it's going to affect the hosts. So we are sharing the information with our users for sure. Yeah.
Okay, and as time allows, as I mentioned before, I'd be honored if you guys would post the blog posts that are being released, especially ones that are impactful, such as the pricing changes that are impacting the entire community. Another thing I wanted to touch on, at least based on my team's use of the platform, and I think this is something we may have seen across multiple channels, but the ability for the platform to take created messages and create those or put them into a template that's reusable versus having to recreate a message for multiple properties that may require the same information. Any insights or updates to where you guys are with that, or if you've looked at it with your platform?
So at the moment, for example, at IGMS, you can select and apply the template available for all properties or to just one single property, right? But actually, we have been receiving a lot of requests to change the logic, and so we are actually thinking of improving that, and it would be possible to select, for example, which properties you would like the template to be applied to. So that's going to be not only all of them, but you can select some specific ones.
Good, and I'd say the same for the housekeeping task, as it sits at least within the platform, being able to create tasks that may be concurrent across all properties, but specific and separate for others, and having a template that wasn't sort of a one shot deal, but allowed you to tailor it by taking off maybe one or two things and adding something else for different areas would be great.
Yeah, these kind of templates would definitely save so much time, and we would be considering that for implementation as well, for sure.
Awesome. So one last question for you before I let you go. What makes your platform different and better than the other channel managers on the market?
So first of all, I would mention here that our founders are hosts themselves. So they have been in the hosting business for a lot of years already, and they know all this business from the inside. And this background really gives them a lot of insight into our customers' needs and values. And also we listen to our customers, and we try to implement features that were requested the most. Yeah, so speaking about, for example, the website widget that is coming very soon. So that was also because too many clients requested and asked for that, and it was really crucial for their business. And yeah, that was the reason why we are releasing it.
Awesome. And how often are you all working on product updates, and how often are they being pushed across your platform?
So speaking about updates, actually we have some minor updates almost every week. Yeah, but speaking about some major updates and integration, one of the most latest ones was in September. So it was integration with Booking.com and Stripe online payment processing. Yeah, and already at the end of December are coming integration with Price Labs, are coming direct booking widget. So we are pushing the updates pretty often.
Awesome. This may not be a question that you may be able to answer, but um, we've been using a service or platform called Peerspace, which is an event-based platform similar to Airbnb. So think of Airbnb, but specific to events.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think would be the challenge with integrating a different service provider within your platform that would enable hosts as we expand into the sharing economy to have a one shot look, right? If we're operating two platforms, but the key is they're from the same house, so I can ideally have an event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., have a cleaning schedule for 2:15, have a guest check-in in the same house at 4 o'clock for the rest of the weekend, and that could continue throughout the week with the way we utilize Peerspace and Airbnb from the same home.
Mm-hmm. So actually, how difficult would be it to implement? I think I might need to hear the help of our developers. So they are the ones who are developing all the features here. So and who are estimating like the time of the development. So that's why I'm afraid I cannot really tell you like would it be really easy or difficult to implement. But we might negotiate it with them for sure.
Okay. Nope. Fair. I figured, it may not be something that you were able to answer. Didn't want to put you on the spot with respect to it. But the thing I'll tell you, and I'll leave you with, is that we are migrating slowly into a sharing economy space. Right. It is accessibility over ownership, and the more we migrate or we move closer into the sharing economy, services like Peerspace and Toro, bike rentals, scooter rentals, things that we can add to our guest experiences are going to become more relevant because they're going to allow some hosts to provide more uniqueness, right, and really truly separate themselves. So the question is going to come up as we use channel managers to manage our properties. How do we not use 5 different platforms to see everything that's going on in one day, right? So I think personally, the platform or service provider that starts to look at the sharing economy and the services that exist and ask the question, hey, what are hosts using, right? What tools and other services are hosts using from their homes to enhance their guest experience? And as you start to get feedback and better understand that, and you're able to integrate that, to me, the platform that starts to provide that integration or really looks at it will undoubtedly set themselves apart from the rest, right? Because it's just not a conversation that we're having right now. So bug in your ear, right? Pushing the cart forward. But before we hop off, for everybody that came on, whether you're on now or view this later, IGMS channel manager software based out of Europe, and as Oxana mentioned, their owners have been hosts for the better part of 10 years. So that plays a lot into what you see within their platform. But if you're looking for a channel manager or you have questions, feel free to drop them in here, and I'll be sure to tag Ivan, who's also in the group, or Oxana, so they can get back to you with respect to your specific questions. Anything for everybody? It was a question for you. I was asking if you had anything.
So I just wanted to say thank you to Alvin for inviting. And it was a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming
Thank
on,
you.
and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you.